ha wuto fe aka papa won double shin aka le bi ne o gbele wo fe lo so ka bi come e fita wo bi e no ha wo baba wo afi baba wo fe e ko no cho won double shin aka sutu mo no ka wo dwe mo ami bi wo sutu ka ha wo gano ya ke ba shin mene o yo ku awo lo ha wo ku awo ni bi ana wo ke ba ha je mfe ni mo fe mo ana ahwe wo gani ashin ye kwa aka no sumo aka gani ahwe shin de wo lo ha wo ni le ke dwemo ni wo ke chu gan de ni no le bi na wo ba fe press conference one people no ba hesen no touch ye what thing ye hu anyumo ye mo ani safe ni tumo ani safe no fe no ni saka fe no cho one people no ke duro wo how ye mo ayasho ne choni ye bwanjo he wale na no ke sa dan o machi ata kwanda boshi apa opwa wa ina wa ibaba o ne ana ke ba biye me ko me hu ye na kwa me nye begemba no cho la mo me fe ke ba shi wo no ye to enjo le ni no ha woni tumu ne ni wo ba tun e ya no ko ni sa o yin ka ku do mo ko infite wo no ko ka hegbe ye wo ko infite wo no ko no cho no ne ho no ni ba ye ko wo bibo do fita wo yi ni wo ke tun eni ni gan machine o do ba bibo ene to Yesu Kristo wo no cho le ba amen
Ifanyenya o twade wa ha wo mi man grace andaleshi enuo she kabaha ochami no klede hewo no wo yo bi le ikabaha wo ke echa no agbene e yan no ba nye yu adom
Akago chameka nyeme kan na ni bo ye da wo ke ha iwo nchebu ojo jo no wa ko jo no wa wo pe no fe nu o pa fi ye yo mo akago chameka nyeme akago mena shi jufo ni ma jufo na ma jufo biasuma brigadier Fachi Moya Bonio ni senka wodi tekulu ka wodi do na ojo ne fe ye ba ya da nye no a nye ga jo mo juna jo nche na e boso bu minsa bo min chabu do ba e da do ga jo mo juna ajo ncho so mo krote atabo ke fitie no sa but I want people ne fe ne fitie no sa wa wo na ko le aboyo sanfre popo aho no to ane ofofo che enyo yawo no pe wo yo se no ko ado mo tesa wulo o follow moko balo mi balo aku oko ka wedi na nchonye ye ba ya da nye no nye ka jo mo to ajo wo je no ko ni ikaye ma aku obo ni fio ni ma ahin besane ne wogamanche ni jiboni ni taki Adama Latse the second na kle ta se no ne ba sha fi pa no so ne government ni ba le we be ba to le manche ejake le president de te de nche ewe ake Benin 2016 ne ba vient de manger. Moi, ben, ni toi, les rélabatans. What I make me work at our manger, n'a que patagon à designer, n'a que boy. L'eau me au twinch. Mene, ni me caname, échappé. Ni Wabasa or Mamma Papa, Oluobu. L'eau va faire press conference. L'eau n'a one being a. Na ninya ko ayo bon ninya ko abon attrape wono bemi loni wo bi e ko je awo gomo to fi wale ke wala ni seke ke wo ye no ne be no fe no wo ka fi e ba ye mu twa o manya ba now I go
yo ndomo ni jase ko nu pa fe na ko hani fe o manye Nii Yaotey ke wonu pa fe ameka me hanyo manye lebi ne o ina bu amoye di ene je fonko loni keke ni o mi peji da ke aye pa e na agbe ni amugi choice kusum na ato manche ni jika manche agba afa ni gbeno na cho na ke to manche achufe pepepe na ke tule kusum ni sana fe e ko se afife pepepe itese no ale ke ti man se fe akeni taki Adama Latse Legitimacy wojin na bla lu fo itawo na me kra tuni fe eyemu ni sani ko beyi watashi kole wo ebe anye tuin kekremi keba ni gano je ko senshia aba akeni je ko kawa aka ni bi ni ba ye no no fe wo tun ake no fe ke ebu me mo wo ba tishi ke bi na anu e ga echo shike ni ga ekewo ke we bo te tun ni ke wa ke le sumo he ni gidigidi yo be me aka yo manche no kaji ina yo manche ni to ndo le beje uname no ke yi manche wolele ni pale na kae ibe wo ime o kumu ko efe nuku no ni nke ye yo le she 1 hour no akamoko eba aka atole kamanche le ni se chumi na krete wole wulomo ni wa na tu ekusum shaka atole kamanche ni president kala nchuni pepepe no se huwe ni taki Adama Latse ake registration na tole gazette afi fe ni saniko be ehun amehie iwale iwo ayaje ni gbeye gazette mi na ka ke hale be wo pe na no ko yega na tula ko tu na fe ko no ko ne be fite mo ko bako ni kame baba o ke ko eni yo mi bi ake ani aye kamanchelo ote meni wole e wo ke wo wole ake kamancheko ye da ke wo manche aba jile yesen yo esa me ja ka nye o ke na ya ama me gefan wo fe bi ahun ko ata le be she agbene onupa e pe na me ke mene sana che press conference kona yue onupa ayue na le ake ni taki Adama Latse moko pakole ya ka to le kusunna e ko kai moko enu aka pale tole wo wole apakole si basa fe mo wo sumo le ba no itashi ni gaja se le hu ye amedo mo se bangbi no fe no ya no pepepe wo mo le wo sta mo bi abagla mi acho ka tete fe e kwa ya manse ake wo ka manche iji ni taki Adama Latse eye wala mi le de je ke kwa ke ye apakole le shipo se wo be bi ene omba ko na bagla mi acho o fe ro o qualify Kame ya no kuna chole tima diki le ake Obrahim abi ko Obrahim ameli ake ji otui o fe mo ata we ko le bi le ke ji etui ona fe no na ba kan no na ba yu efe e ba mi ko cho agbo na imukum bibu sami e no nyo kele anu kwale ni yo ye ira don nke ma ke ba ho npa e kuna me change o pa ni fai ka jenshi e bi afi ko ke bi o ona fe no na ba yu efe e aka no na ba yu amu ne e amanse no ni brofo ke like e amanse ke Ghana ko pa le no fe o pa fai ko ni afi ko no fe no aya no pepe pe ha ye ira don
Ago Chemeke Nyeme. Agago. So this morning we are here on behalf of the Dzase, led by Nii Yaotey Otoga II, the Dzase. And this morning I am here to present the press conference on his behalf. He's the one sitting right immediately on my right. So press conference by Ga Paramount 2 Dzase on the unlawful and illegitimate usurpation of the Ga Paramount 2 by Kevin Taki, aka Nii Yaotey Otoga II. As Gamanche, since the past 8 years, with the connivance of the former government of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, on Tuesday, today, 28 January 2025. Friends of the media, good morning once again. The Dzase of the Paramount 2, led by Nii Yaotey Otoga II, the legitimate Ga Dzase, has invited you this press conference to throw more light on the unlawful occupancy of the Ga Paramount 2 by Kevin Taki, also known as Nii Yaotey Otoga II, as the Gamanche, through the connivance of outgone New Patriotic Party government, led by His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo Dankwa. Proud to the assuming the reins of governance by the New Patriotic Party government in 2017, headed by His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. In January 2017, the Ga Paramount 2 had a legitimate Gamanche in the person of Nii Adama Latse II, occupying the position since 2011, and was customarily introduced to the Ga Provincial Council by the Ga Dzase, led by Nii Yaotey Otoga II, the legitimate Dzase, on the 7th May 2014. The Ga Provincial Council, headed by Nii Yaotey II, the acting president, having received Nii Adama Latse II, forwarded his instrument forms to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs for gazetting, and Nii Adama Latse II, the Gamanche, was duly registered into the National Register of Chiefs on 24th April 2015. Having been gazetted by the National House of Chiefs, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs inducted Nii Adama Latse II into the membership on 17th October 2017. Later in December 2020, he was elected one of the 5 members of the House to the National House of Chiefs. Friends of the media, all this while, the acting president and the members of the Ga Provincial Council, with reasons best known to them, refused to allow Nii Adama Latse II to preside over the council as its substantive president, as mandated under the Chieftaincy Act 2008 Act 759, Section 13, Clause 1. This situation forced the late Nii Adama Latse IV, then president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, to write on 2nd May 2018 to Nii Yaotey Otoga III to relinquish the position of acting president of the Ga Provincial Council. Despite this correspondence, Nii Yaotey rather led members of the Ghana Treasury Council to the Jubilee House, requesting the former president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, to give them a Gamanche. When there was already a legitimate and gazetted Gamanche, King Boni Nii Adama Latse II. The Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, sensing danger for the Ghana state, invited late Honorable Ishmael Ashite, then Regional Minister of Greater Accra, Honorable Dr. Nii Yaotey, the then Council of State member, Greater Accra, and the then Greater Accra Regional Police Commander to an emergency meeting of the House on 16th March 2018 to discuss the Ghana paramountcy issue, among others. After deliberation, it was resolved that the House, that is Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, should submit to the state officials mentioned earlier the legitimate paramount chief of the Ghana traditional area per available records. The Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs immediately wrote a letter dated 29th March 2018 to the National House of Chiefs in Kumasi, requesting them to furnish the house, that is Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, with the status of the Ghana paramount chief for the information of the state officials as requested. The National House of Chiefs then on 9th April 2018 replied to the request, indicating that the person whose name appears in the National Register of Chiefs as Gamanche, that is the paramount chief of Ghana, is Boni King Nii Adama Latse II, also known as George Taki Abia, with a copy of an extract of the National Register of Chiefs. It will interest you to know that the late regional minister, Honorable Ishmael Ashite, on a number of occasions visited the Regional House of Chiefs at Dodowa to address the House, which brought him face to face with Boni King Nii Adama Latse II, the Gamanche as a member, but yet refused to acknowledge Niga as such. Although the National House of Chiefs, through a letter dated 9th April 2018, has confirmed Boni King Nii Adama Latse as the legitimate Gamanche. Friends of the media, shockingly, late Honorable Ishmael Ashite, to buttress his opposition to Boni King Nii Adama Latse II, connived with Honorable Nii Adiri Blanson, Mr. Lord Comey, and other influential officials in government, and Numo Dobu Wulomo, the Ghana Traditional Council, and Nii Tetekwe to clandestinely install one Dr. Kelvin Taki as Gamanche, with the stool name King Nii Yaotey II from Yaotey on 20th October 2017. When in 3 days earlier, that is 17th October 2017, the Greater Accra House of Chiefs accepted Boni King Nii Adama Latse II as Gamanche, and who has not been disturbed or abdicated. Friends of the media, may we remind you that Kelvin Taki was one of the candidates presented for vetting by elders of Abola Piamwe to Nii Yaotey Otoga II and the Dzase when it was vacant. The stool apparently was vacant due to the demise of Nii Amugi, but it was disqualified. Before the vetting, all the candidates, including Kelvin Taki, signed an undertaking to abide and endorse any of the candidates who would be selected for the position of Gamanche by the Dzase. Kelvin Taki concluded his undertaking this, in quotes, I quote him, "I finally agree to abide by my declaration stated above as conclusive and binding on me, so help me God." But he failed. To confirm the legitimacy of Nii Adama Latse II on the assumption of office by the late Honorable Ishmael Ashite as the regional minister for the Greater Accra region, out of courtesy and in conformity with established practices, Nii Adama Latse II sent him a congratulatory message dated 17th April 2017, in which he expressed the wish for a cordial relationship between the office of the regional minister and that of the office of the Ga Manche. In reply dated 19th April 2017, the office of the regional coordinating council acknowledged receipt of the letter from Nii Adama Latse II and assured of his cooperation. To begin the frustration, the new Patriotic Party government, led by His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, through the police, blocked Nii Adama Latse II from the Ga Manche Palace at North Carnation, and also his two houses at Abola in Gamashi, which was forcibly taken over by force of arms, led by retired police officer DCOP Kwesi Fori, and one then Lieutenant Amui of the Ghana Army. Ladies and gentlemen, the acting Gasenche Nii Yaotey David, then at the storehouse, was arrested at gunpoint by the police and military officers, and the keys to the storeroom was removed from his pocket and handed over to King Kelvin Taki and his cohorts. As if not satisfied, the government, through Honorable Nii Adama Latse, Lord Comey, the Traditional Council, Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, and the National House of Chiefs, expunged the name of Nii Adama Latse II, Ga Manche, from the National Register of Chiefs without any justification, despite the fact that Nii Adama Latse II has neither been destituted, abdicated, nor dead. And rather, they inserted into the register the name of Kelvin Taki, also known as King Taki Tekoturu II. Before these actions, Mr. Lord Comey, the Director of Operations at the Presidency, was heard viral on voicemail assuring and bragging to one Nii Anan Agbo, spokesperson to Nii Yaotey II, that removal of Nii Adama Latse's name from the Gazette was a secondary matter, but rather they were waiting on Nii to customary swear in Kelvin Taki in order to allow Bobu Lomo perform his rites, thus making way for Kelvin Taki to fulfill all the customary rites performed for a Ga Manche. Was not the Ga Manche, but through Honorable Nii Adama Latse and other elders of the party, the President Nana Akufo-Addo wholeheartedly assisted the installment of Kelvin Taki, who now is a great chief in the country. Meanwhile, Nii Adama Latse II was still the substantive Ga Manche, performing his traditional and statutory duties with no hindrance. Finally, we wish to state that Nii Adama Latse II and the Gajase are peace-loving who believe in the rule of law and will never allow any mishap to happen to the Ga state. Hence, our adherence to the law courts. However, this matter has prevailed for far too long, almost 18 years, and any further delay may cause consequences, which have been prevented all this while. The patience of the people, more especially by the youth, is running out, and indications are that they can no longer wait. We therefore call for an urgent action. We wish to assure all Gandambi that very soon the rightful Ga Manche, Nii Adama Latse II, will be known by all. However, Yes, but Nii Adama Latse is coming back. He will come back. He will reign again. However, it should be known by all that the wheel of justice grinds slowly, but will surely come on to its logical conclusion. Whilst rule of law will overcome falsehood and peace will prevail in the Ga state, victory is not far from us, and we shall overcome. I say victory is not far from us, and we shall overcome. Adama Latse will come, and Ga state will work again. Ga will go forward again. Thank you. Copies of
the chiefs allowed themselves for the political groups to infiltrate their camps? That's one question. And when the court ordered to reinstate the name of Latse's Gazette, what was the follow-up by these chiefs? And what did they do? Thank you very much.
The answer is simple. They removed the name of Nii Adama Latse from the Gazette and inserted that of Kentucky. Nigger, by the contents of the Chieftaincy Act, ought to write to the National House of Chiefs on the anomaly. That is what the law says. He did that, and there was no response. That compelled him to go to court, as was read in the statement. And here I have in my hand a copy of the ruling from the High Court in Kumasi. Now the High Court, having gone into the matter, saw the need that it was wrong for the National House of Chiefs to remove the name of Nii Adama Latse. They therefore ordered the name to be reinserted within 14 days. This was in 2021, November, 11th of November. That was the order. So he gave the date and everything, 14 days, in which they were to do it. So from 11th, it was going to end on 25th November, so that by 25th November 2021, they should have inserted his name. Unfortunately, National House of Chiefs went to appeal. They appealed against the ruling of the High Court and stayed the order so that they won't fall into contempt. And the appeal court granted the appeal. Since 2025 till now, 2021 till now, they have never said anything about it. But that is what we were telling you. We know there were government influence and interference. But now, the rule of law is there. So sooner or later, we know that matter will be handled.
Inshallah.
Good afternoon. My name is Solomon. But please, for the sake of my viewership, I would like to speak three. Sir, Ekobase, Woyenka Sabu Grumuno, yet say, Mabenida da, and I could fabro. Or Hono, and a Koban say, Omodi Ubra, and I saw Henry need that he take to Edisia Pumiaso. Ah, now, or just or no your henny. Inti say, I am a pine for food. Ye per se is see or henny for food. Ah, no, na ye or henny. Ya to me, so no, na ye and crying. I said, Ga, Paramount Chief, Ankasa. Sekoba said, I buy some for being so bad. Uncle Banner said, O being so bad, sorry, or ye bushy, because a yena, a himian, and as I did, you know, a dear Anna. Patrol, the question.
Sunny idea, Pierre, one kake, I gamanche, Nii Adama Latse. Nii MPP government bar Ambawo Kelvin. Many government kokoiba. Lo keji ebalake wasawo Nii Adama Latse. And it was a koko aga NDC wo no ama memba wo. And I just ani. Eto ni o kekeji. President Ekanie statement here. He was very clear He has not appealed to the government of the National Democratic Congress or His Excellency your mama to reinstall Adama Latse. Adama Latse has been installed since 2011. He has been deserted since 2015. And we told you there were court processes. So we are going to abide by the court. That's why we said we believe in the rule of law. We are going to continue with the court processes so that in the event a judgment comes, nobody will say a government has come and has changed somebody. The law will take its course. Thank you very much.
My name is me a question. Jeffrey Ashley TV. In question G. Can if you more why 2 edges alo to mokakla I hear kese alo. No need be any G. Me na me kumeye bie ni iname ye Kevin Camp.
Yes, we are fair.
Nakame uno mi sa mi na me hu ye Latse Camp. E wo which is which. Ni nekame ne mi na ake kaka mantolo e ama me fita yeko. E won question jake adegba invite nakame impointi mu amenta me le amehi. E wo mi bi ake adegba invite ame alo. Noni to ma bi.
Ago atawe ka obe. People have this morning billion na chi ene echimi no magbele na. Waba ake waba fe press conference. The press conference fe mo maybe jinoni ake fio. Ta ake bonika oho onu na lo sort we here. You to ake ko oho do it. Do ke samando ma wo mi e ke ba fite loko. Fite loko. Kaje mo sumo ake eba bo wotwe ne ke waya ekomesani ni kaje ahu eba bo wotwe ne etake ejuemo lawo ekomesani no wa shue boku wamba ni wa he mo fe mo baba wo ba yele ni wa waji eluku bi pa ni o ba ya bra o
ni gan fe yute na ça ne permet ma bi perdi ake Ibeji Kwabena Olipijo ni Ale. Shibeji Kwabena Waji Ose Buzo. Noni yo mipeji ake Abola Teko Chiluwe. Noni mi leji ake Manchayeli Ajeye Teko Chiluwe Omo. Ni biane Eshe Abola Piami. Ani Abola Piami mbiye. Ame wili leja metwini yake amekeni ha woche Adama Latse neji abiasuma lo bisa ni nda woni mabi ne because woche Kevin ke eyeye Abola pia woche Adama Latse unke eyeye Abola pia o bi ake what ko dey confuse wo bla nya bi efe ye wole moni akeni ha utuba ni Abola pia me bi enwe cheme ko me joga me fi press conference you ake amekeni hako mo no wo meta ma bi ani cheme ameke ha no ameke ha Kevin lo woche Adama Latse question ni nyanta ma bi ne
E ko me ote me ba wi shidani ngba ha le meta ma clarify loko ma ha nyemi nuo Kemoko keye die alo moko eba kenye temoko ake Kevin ke Adama Latse fe ke amenje gamanche ye Abola pia na jia ebe mi na eyemi ake beni abi Abola pia na me ha me eje Nyemi aite Canada ni beji kuja ukai ni Adama Latse ke Kevin Taki meje na kwa hani ya Yaotey Otoga ke Dzase kuja ukai iba beti onyemi nu ni aite Canada ke ni Adama Latse Kevin Jimmy Liba. Nii Dzase of Nii I choose Adama Latse. Nii aboni nche ne sign statement. Fage Nii Yaotey Otoga. Fage mi vie no bana ke undertaking any Kevin sign for no harm. Sign an undertaking. Nicho ake money abawole ye enjoy me for the about pia. No ne ene Kevin undertaking ne yebana Kenyan Kanye I Kevin Taki of Abolapia Royal Ruling House, having been selected by my family and customary nominated as a candidate by Abolapia in its capacity as the present Royal Ruling House, vested with powers and authority to nominate candidates. Therefore, considered by the 4 ruling houses, namely Tekochiruwe, Takikomewe, Amugiwe, and Abolapia, solemnly declare my total fidelity to the process of selection as customary mandated. No Legitimacy is signed. She not been offered in any work. You know, the Majina can state it better. Get to Mahale, one fan in the tree. Kevin, J. Abolapia, Ledon. Nii Adama Latse, Nii Yaotey Otoga. No, go quick, is that an affair, Kumasi. Tako Churuwe, Amewole. A bad yet, Nii Tako Takia, Tako Churuwe, Sengbe. No, I'll give a Tako Churuwe, Kabule, Abone, Shide Abolapia. No, Wakakusuna, who Abolapia. No, a shackle Tako Churuwe. Shma Pia, you are going to be at Tony.
Congress.
Waka mancha yeli niji Abolapia mie. Waka mancha yeli hako tako chuluwe. Eya miyaka ni Nii Adama Latse egia tako chuluwe. Shi wagan kusuwe ka shashiyako. Ni amena moko papa ya meshia na amebawo alo amena mo ni sumo ake atase no amena amema moko pro kejo heko no wa Nii Adama Latse wo pe ambi e wa male teko chulu e na cho teko chulu e pe ambi ni ya male de ba ye manje ya pe agba don't have fair menewe. Now get there for teko chuluwe. No what teko chulu again teko chuluwe eko na wole manje. She pay and be to the manje. No I can na to I mamoko. Nii Adama Latse. Nii atole manje. No tuma ka teko chuluwe no fe teko chuluwe yo ya ebe. Ni le ye be ba ye manje. Ni no e wo ni ka bi ba te ti le ba ye manje. Mi ka nye no ni di anu kwale. Mika no ni di anu kwale agata ko tulu ni di Kevin ye eshako ameshia na afewe eshako ameshia anu kwale mo ko mo ya ke papa sita lo bile etume na ba mo na ka shika ba mi ko ni wo bile ye pe ami shi wole aka di pe ajo bile ni wa ma ko le no wa nya wo le e papa ke skatu e ka tu amu me ke ba no na me ka tu me ko me hu le ke ba no ya be ka ni fuefe ro ta ko tulu e digi ka bi yen e shako e be ne be ba ne bi ni bra mi ya wo ko me no wo Adama Latse ya di wo manje ya di ka na shia wo no hu ya pe ya ni what take out to be na what do dance here what take out to now yesterday na ni talk to how be ya do aka wa wo manje na wo ba wo Adama Latse e wa ja du ɔboɔ na yɛbɛ